Hello, welcome to the channel. Today I decided that I was going to start a YouTube channel, so here I'm starting my first video. Today I am going to do some oddball, normal farm chores that we normally do on a day-to-day basis. To start out here, we're cleaning the trough. This is for the milking cows. We're cleaning out the TMR. We're going to put some new feed up for the day. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning here in this video. Here you can see we have some metal strips in the trough. Those are reset strips for the feed pusher. We have a robot Lely feed pusher that runs about every hour. Juno there on the right, that's where its home is. Our feed trough's a little funky because it's kind of a retro build. We added the Juno after we had the trough already on, and around the back there, at the back part where we first started cleaning out, that was sort of like a wraparound there with some headlocks, and sometimes that Juno can get lost traveling around the back there because it's kind of an awkward shape. But overall, it works pretty good for us. I had to do some reprogramming to it to get a better route, but after I got it set up pretty good, it pretty rarely fails now. Usually just when it gets real slimy from the rain, that can be when it causes some trouble. But other than that, on a normal day, we don't have to mess with it too much. Delivered a semi-load dry dust for the cow beds. We use it to bed up the free stalls, and we also use it for the baby calves and the kennels to help keep them dry. On the list here, we got the bean roaster out today. He comes about once a month, and we grind a load of beans. We use all plenished beans for our dairy cows. They're all grown on the farm. We definitely seen a huge improvement with the plenished versus regular beans. It just takes a little bit more management in the field when it comes to spraying and whatnot, because it's limited on the chemicals you can use. After that, I went over here and I skipped over the part where I ran the feed out, but I have the mixer back under the conveyor, and I gotta put some haylage in. My grandfather does most of the feeding, but we like to get him a step ahead in the morning, so give him a little bit of time, because it takes a little time to run it out of these harvestors. They're definitely a little more time consuming when you're waiting for them, but in the winter time, you don't have to deal with all the snow and stuff out at the bags quite as much, even though we have most of our corn silage in bags. But haylage is definitely a different animal when it comes to trying to scoop it out. It's a wide trough harvester here. It's really nice haylage coming out. Got it. Chore that we have to do is breed a cow. There's one cow that needs bred this morning, and we do all our breeding on our own. And we get a lot of our semen from ST Genetics and some from Select Sires also. Me and my dad do all the breeding. Majority of it's done by my dad, but I also know how to do it. He's out sick this morning, so I was taking care of it. Although we have a computer system set up, we definitely still use this wheel because it sure gives you a great visual on being able to see where your cows are, so you're making sure you get your cows bred back and making sure that you just keep everything in line. It's just a great visual. It surprises me when farmers don't have one of those wheels because they're so handy. Part of our system here, we have a Delpro activity monitoring system. It's for the ear tags on the, they have ear tags on the cows and can actually see where they are in the barn, which is pretty neat. It tells you right when you need to breed them. It gives you a little graph there. It shows you when their heat probability is, and it makes it real easy. One person, you can go out, find her, no problem. It's no looking through the whole barn trying to find where she is, and it saves a bunch of time. I don't know if I could go back to not having it because it makes it so handy. And as you can see, she's just standing right here ready to go. Here I'm taking the bean truck back down. We had a little extra roasted beans. We unloaded it into the rest of the onto the trailer again, and I'm gonna park it here in the shed so that we keep it dry, obviously, but we'll just dump it out on the ag bag cement pad later, and we can use it to feed that way instead of having it in the bin. It gives us sort of a buffer for when the next time is that the roaster comes. Just walking by this and seen that doesn't look real good. Might want to block it next time. Here we got the 8670 with the manure spreader. It's not too cold this morning, so anybody knows these steering wheels suck. The shocks always go bad. I'm coming around the turn going to pull in the pen because that truck was in the way a little bit, but come to realize pretty quick that I wasn't going to make the turn, so I had to shut down the camera and jump out. get those swing gates tied open so that I don't break them trying to back up. Here we are loading up. We have our pregnant heifers over here. They are check safe, and then we'll bring them home from here, put them in the close-up pen when they're close to, when they start bagging close to calving. Spread this on the field close by. I did notice here I was trying to start it up and I was trying to figure out which hydraulic it was, but it ended up being the one that I clipped my darn camera to. So I had to take it off so that I could start it up. Yeah, there's definitely some snow hunks in there. It's pretty frozen up. You can see that hunk popped out of there. I really do love the vertical beater spreader. It sure definitely spreads a lot nicer than the horizontal beater spreader. It spreads it out a lot more, makes it feel like you're doing a better job. Well, we ended up taking 3 loads out. Some of it's still pretty froze, but we figured we'd get out what we could because it's thawing out and it's going to make a sloppy mess. So that's all for that job for now. Probably going to go clean out some calf kennels next, maybe. We'll see how it goes, see if there's anything else that pops up. Here I'm taking some heifer feed over to the heifers over at our one farm. We have a Whistler conveyor that runs it out to a taper board, and we can feed them right in the barn that way. We recently extended the Whistler there right out that sliding door so that we could pull the mixer up to it. We didn't really have a way of doing this until we added that on there. Guess we don't plan on closing that little sliding door ever, so we'll just have that Whistler hanging out right. gets in the gristler there pretty good. It definitely spills a little bit, but I just shovel it up when I'm done, so it's not really too big of a deal. Well, that's all. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.